No exaggeration, for the past year, I've been talking about how I need a new camera bag. So what exactly was I looking for in my upgrade? First, I feel like it's best if I just show you my old one. This is my current/old camera bag that I'm still gonna be using. And this one is the Douchebag's 24-liter backpack. And how it is it has an insert inside of it. Hopefully everything doesn't fall out here, but it has a camera insert right here. So it's good for local Chicago stuff, but whenever it comes to actually traveling with it, I can't take much gear at all. Once I need to add another body to my kit or add a drone to my kit, I'm in trouble and I can't really use it for a whole lot. So this is realistically what I've been working with day to day. So we'll start up here. I have a pouch of memory cards there, my Rode microphones there, just some accessories, ND filters, little tools, different wires, dongles, adapters. And then this is what I was talking about with the camera pouch. So this camera pouch right here is actually sold separately than this entire bag, which I didn't like about it to begin with. And so you open it up and it's very limited storage, but it's going to be good for my day-to-day Chicago shoots because I just need a drone, I need my GH5, another lens, and that is really about it. And then I like the fact about this that I can carry my batteries in this top pouch. But realistically, if I wanted to take this on my New York trip and I needed 4 cameras, 5 lenses, how the heck am I gonna fit that in here? And so I needed something that was travel friendly, but I don't like whenever there's all the different inserts and all the different things you can take out, because in my opinion, I get annoyed with that because it's always shifting around. One of the problems I had with that one was things would slide underneath, so between the back of the bag and behind the cube. And there's really no use for the backpack if you don't have the cube. So I was in a situation that I am going on a trip to New York tonight, and then I'm going to Dallas from Wednesday night to Sunday night. And these projects require me to take a lot of gear. So for this New York trip, I knew that I have to take my R5, my Canon EOS R, my buddy's Canon EOS R, and a GH5. And then on top of that, I needed to take my 24-70, 24-105, 70-200, 16-35, and 50 millimeter. These lenses will be used for a bunch of different bodies, but I will be running photo on my R5 and my EOS R, and then we will have the GH5 filming a panel, and then we also have the other EOS R as a side angle, more detail angle for whoever's speaking on the panel. So knowing that I have to take all of these and then take a flash, take camera straps, batteries, all this stuff, it's not even gonna come close to fitting in my normal bag that I've been using. This is it right here. It's a little bit heavy because I already started packing, but this is it. Much bigger, and the thing that I like about it is the inside of it. And now with this new bag, we have a lot bigger of a build. Still gotta find a way to get that in here, but it won't be a problem. Thing I don't like so far, this laptop sleeve right here, just not a huge fan of how soft it is. And then I got a similar setup where we got batteries, and then we'll put memory cards in there, we'll put the Rode mics in there, and then we can put some different dongles, ND filters, all that. And then look how much more space we have here. So we already have packed the EOS R, then underneath here we have a 16-35 with an adapter and a 50 millimeter. Throw the 70-200 on top. We got a 24-105, batteries in there, a flash, chargers. In here, we're gonna put my audio recorder that's plugged into my microphone over at my desk right now. Gaff tape, batteries. We'll put the R5 here, GH5 there, and we should be good to go. The one thing I really don't like is how soft the laptop sleeve is. I don't love the fact that this is the laptop sleeve. I mean, look at how thin this is. They recommend getting a nylon bag for your laptop to be in, which I probably will get eventually, but I just can't get it before my trips that I have coming up this week. So that's one thing that I am worried about as of now. And then another thing that I'm interested to see how I react to is the lack of exterior pockets. So we have this one right here, and then you have obviously the laptop sleeve, And to be honest, I'm just seeing this one now, but I feel like putting stuff in this is gonna be annoying whenever I put the laptop in. So the exterior elements are what I'm mostly worried about. So I'm actually gonna go ahead, I'm gonna use it for this week, and then I'll come back and let you guys know what I think of it. So we are back from a very long trip, to be honest. First off, this bag is a beast. I was super pumped using it, and it did exactly what I really expected it to do. Which brings me into the first thing that I really love about this new bag that I just got. As you know, whenever I was getting this bag, I was looking for something that could hold a lot of gear. A bag that would hold a lot more than the bag that I already have. The amount of gear I could hold is tremendously more than I could before, to the point where I was not leaving out things that I typically would have. So when I was going to the New York shoot, I could bring my flash, which I might have left behind if I didn't have my new bag. But the size of the bag was the best thing, to the point where I actually threw my light, the one that's powering this video right now, in my camera bag to take to Dallas, Texas. The second thing that I realized I really like about this bag is kind of a random thing. It's this side pocket right here. So this side pocket came in handy a lot more than I expected it to, because you can just throw your keys, wallet, anything you might need immediately in that pouch, and then you can access it. And on top of that, right next to the side pocket was a water bottle holder. We got 2 water bottle holders in this bag, which I've found is something that's really hard to come by whenever you're looking for camera bags that have it. It is so hard to find one. It's actually so ridiculous how they don't have any. If I want to throw something else in there, it has these little sling things where you tighten them up and your things are secured in the bag. First thing that comes to mind whenever I think of what I don't like about this bag is the storage that I use for my hard drives. When traveling, I need access to my editing gear right away. So you got the laptop in there, and then you need somewhere to store your hard drives. So I was storing my SSDs in this top pocket, and what I didn't like about it was the fact that there's this flap over top of the zipper, and I never genuinely knew if the pocket was closed, open, if I messed up the zipper, if it was good. So I was always checking it over and over and over again. And you have to pull this flap up just to look. Ended up being fine throughout the trip, but it was something that was just stressing me out whenever I was traveling. Because if I'm on a plane and I'm reaching down underneath my seat trying to get my hard drive, or trying to put my hard drive back in my bag, I'm not 100% certain that it's in there, and I would much rather have a pocket like the DB bag had, where it was just on top, you unzip it, throw something in, and you know it's in there. The laptop holder is so flimsy, and I was worried about my laptop just about the entire time. What actually ended up driving me crazy, which isn't the flimsiness of it, maybe it has something to do with it, but whenever I would put my laptop in my bag, whenever it was fully packed, I had to like wiggle it around trying to fit it into the back of the bag. So whenever it's a fully packed bag with maybe something sticking out a little bit, poking the back of the bag, trying to fit your laptop on top of that, you just have to maneuver it, and you got to move things around, and it's annoying. I would much rather have it underneath my back, so it would be between my back and the backpack like my old bag. So with those being things I didn't like, there's obviously things that are bittersweet. I like a smaller setup, but that's not what this bag is for. I didn't love having a massive bag while I was traveling, but what's the alternative? A Pelican case, which I'm not really ready to move over to. I don't want to be walking through the airport with a Pelican case and my clothes in my backpack, but it was so heavy carrying around the airport. And now that I'm talking about the build of it, I actually thought of one more thing that I didn't like. It was these straps on the hips. Whenever I'm walking through the aisle on the airplane, I'm just smacking people in the face. Oh, my entire way down. I'm trying to tuck them under my back. They would fly back out and just douche, douche, douche. I don't want to do that. I don't want to annoy people. That would be one of the things I didn't like. And I don't love how heavy it is. It is what it is. I have thousands of dollars of gear in this camera bag, so it has to be heavy. It just doesn't look nice. I guess I have to get over it. For the sake of a camera bag, I guess we're going for function over look. Obviously, that's not the typical thing with me, because I literally have holes in my shirt right now. So if it's holding thousands of dollars of camera gear, I can get over the camera bag not looking that amazing. But I do like this bag overall, and I appreciate you guys watching. If you're in the market for a new bag, I highly recommend that you get it. I'm curious to hear what you like about it, and if it goes along with what I am talking about. If there are things that I didn't mention that you're like, dang, this thing sucks for this one reason, let me know. I know this probably isn't the best bag in the world. All bags are meant for different people, and I think there's different ones that are good for me that might not be good for you. There's definitely going to be people in the comments being like, yo, you should have gotten this bag. This one's so sick, but it might not have that great a function. There might be spots in the bag where there's just no practical use of it. I mean, let me know the bags that maybe I should try, but coming in at 280 bucks, this one might be the best. Anyways, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you aren't already. I am just trying to help you guys. Share this with a friend if they're looking for a bag. I appreciate you watching, getting all the way to the end. Let's go. Peace out, guys.